The way you calmly covered the mini crash an hour ago was very helpful. In a way, it prevented me to make an irrational short-term move. Much appreciated, man. I enjoy your coverage. You're very welcome, Vic. The thing about this, right, is if you find yourself kind of like about to make a bad decision, like in your trading, and it's because of, like you're watching the charts short term, you really do need to step away. You really need to plan out what you want to do a little bit more. If you're constantly analyzing the 1 hour time frame, zoom out to the 4 hour. If it's the 15, zoom out to the 1 hour, whatever. What you really don't want to do is sit in front of your fucking laptop, your phone, look at the price, and then try and decide to trade. I mean, that is the worst thing you can do. You're up against, I don't even want to talk about it, but I just don't want to go into it. It's a very tiring conversation, but you're just not going to win. You're not, mate. Like, I mean, you might, the individual might, whatever, but most people can't. I can't. I've tried many times. I fucking cannot do it. It's way too difficult, and I don't see people doing it well generally. And if you're watching this YouTube channel, fuck, you're probably one of the ones that it won't work for. You're probably a more normal person like me. So we're in the same boat. You're a very responsible analyst. Thanks for not speculating. Makes sense to me. Guys, thank you all so much. Thank you all so much. Can definitely say you're not the regular kind of crypto trader. You're very level-headed and quite low-key compared to the majority of others. Absolutely, mate. Yeah. That's my game. Like I said, I'm not. I'm really focused on what I'm doing. When I'm not making these YouTube videos, when I'm not kind of sat behind the microphone, I'm thinking about. I'm reading content about trading. I'm studying the game. I'm staying a student of the market. Like, it's not sexy. Like, it's not exciting. This is what real trading and analysis looks like. I'm living my life outside of trading too. Like, it's, I'm trying to say to people more and more, especially these days, while everyone just wants to be so fucking obsessed with this stuff. It's like, you can't make this your life. Like, you got to study it and you got to know what you're doing. And at first, that's going to take time because you're coming from 0 and trying to get to 100. But once you know what you're doing, like, shit. I mean, this me is what, like, because I know other real traders that actually make money in the market. This is what we look like. Like, we're just normal people, calm people, quiet people, just doing our thing, collecting our money, and living life. That's it. It almost sounds too good to be true, right? But that's how it is. Where do I think Ethereum is going? Exactly where Bitcoin is going, but a little bit worse. If I were to give a rough prediction as to when Bitcoin will start rallying again, i.e. when to buy back in, where would you put us? March sort of time, or earlier? I don't know, Sam. I really don't know. And anybody that can answer that question, you really, really have to think hard about, like, why? Why do they think they know? Because we just don't. Like, we don't have... I've heard every fucking theory under the sun about these kind of things. I've heard every single theory, every single idea. I mean, obviously there's going to be some weird fringe guy that's looking at the fucking moon lunar cycles and being like, yeah, we might pump because of this, or some astrology chick that just by luck seems to have a better than 50% success rate, and they're going to have some weird, but ultimately, like, the actual, like, grounded arguments, I've heard all of them, and you don't have an edge. Like, there's just no way to know. There's just no way to know, and the only take that I have for this stuff is very simple. It's very straightforward. It's that, this is going to take as long as the economy takes to recover. This is going to take as long as it takes for inflation to be controlled, and for indices like the S&P 500 and NASDAQ to recover. It's going to take as long as that. And not a fucking day shorter. We're gonna have bear market rallies. We're gonna have nice 20, 30, 40, 50%, 100%, 200% pumps in between potentially. But as for a real sustained bull market where things are nice and they stay nice for a long time, kind of like what we had between 2020 and 2022, it's not gonna come a day before the wider economy recovers, and that's just, I might be wrong about that, but ultimately Bitcoin needs white collar institutional, big money to help to take Bitcoin higher. It needs really, really big volume to move. Yes, there's the halving, but I've never, relied on that as a crutch for my analysis. I think that it is good, but I don't think it's the be all end all. It is good. It reduces supply, but demand isn't really there in the first place anyway right now, so, in terms of like a really big thing, I think that we need, we need the blessing of the bigger markets. And I don't know how long that's going to take. I don't know. I've heard some really interesting theories that might actually be fairly soon, and we're actually just kind of in like a mini bear market. We might rally up until 2025, 2026, and then we have a really big crash. I like that idea, but I don't necessarily think that it's correct. I just don't know. I don't know, mate. It's really, really hard to say. It's very. I just don't see anyone that has an edge, any idea that has a significant bit of extra information that might make more sense. And that's why I don't ask those questions. That's why I stick to derivatives trading. I do what I do because I can make money in the short term, and as long as I'm beating the market dropping down, I'm good. That's the only thing I care about. I'll make more money as the market drops down, make more money as the market goes up, and in between, live a good life. What else can you do? That's my take. It's the only one that makes sense to me. I wish that I could give you a more clear answer, because I get this question all the fucking time. And this is the thing, is like, and I've listened to so many people answer this question. I've listened to so many people give me their takes or tell their takes to an audience about where, when the market might recover, and none of the fucking answers make sense. Like, none of the like in 6 months from now, in 2 months from now, it doesn't, like, none of it makes sense. It's just impossible to know. I'm sorry, dude. And you know what? I said this earlier on in the live stream. The reason you know that I'm not lying to you, the reason you know that you're getting a 100% straightforward, truthful, honest, accurate, correct answer is because you don't like it. Done. You don't like what I'm saying. I don't like what I'm saying. And that's why you fucking know it's true. Smash up the likes, legends. Smash up the likes.